Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Hobby Night live stream. I'm Angela, and today we're going to be working on some more of my Blood Bowl team. Now, I have made some progress on some of our boys since we last saw them, and I am excited to show them off to you. Also, Chaos Cultist has been working on his Orc team, which has been very, very exciting, so that I can practice against him. So we have lots of cool stuff going on. I am extremely pleased with where I am at with this team. I've got two of them almost done, basically. Let's see. Do we have the...
I need you to turn on the camera.
Let me get that on.
There it is.
Woohoo! Alright, so I have these two lads nearly complete. The main things that I need to do on them are a couple of, like, little minor details.
You need to zoom in quite a bit.
Oh, I see that.
That's focus.
I did just focus. All right. Whoop. There we go. And then let me refocus.
Let me see what I can do about this camera angle.
Oh yeah, also I can also scoot us a little bit more this way so that maybe it's less in my way. If I bring it a little lower. Hello. Hi. I can see you guys. You can see me rather. Hello. Okay, so let me get this actually in focus.
Hi, Havman.
Hello, Havman. Welcome to the stream.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep turning. Keep going. There.
There?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, cool. So these are the two lads that I have completed the most. They are not completely done, but I've made some pretty good progress on them. I think my favorite thing about them is the fact that the wash that I did on their white shirts ended up working exactly how I wanted it to, because it's very subtle, but it pops some of those like wrinkles and curves and stuff out just super well. So I'm very happy with it. Somebody on, I can't remember if it was Twitter or Instagram or where, but somebody was saying that this fella specifically reminded him of, what's the character's name in Rocky Horror Picture Show that had, like, the butler guy?
Oh. I'm blanking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fine. I have only watched Rocky Horror, like, twice, so I don't remember his name specifically. But yeah, it reminded him of, it was on Instagram, actually. I remember who it was. It was Left-Handed Painter. So he was saying that it reminded him of the butler in Rocky Horror Painting Show.
Painting Show? That's an entirely different.
That's a whole different thing. Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I completely agree. That was not my intention, but I do understand those vibes, and it completely works. So I love it. Okay, so we've got them, and then we have these two lads who I got their leathers started, but I haven't finished. I haven't painted their shirts at all. We haven't done any cleanup on their shirts, so that's probably what we're going to be focusing on today. I also have not done their flesh tones yet, and I've been trying to vary up. Like, I'm trying to use this team because these guys are meant to be human ghouls. They're not the undead vampires themselves, so I figured I'd give them a little bit more of a natural flesh tone, and I wanted to play with a couple different techniques and, like, or color palettes, I guess, for flesh tones, because I do a lot of very pale characters a lot of the time, mostly because I'm extremely pale and I paint what I see in the mirror most, which is ghostly white girl. But I wanted to try doing darker flesh tones as well, because I really liked painting Maximus when I did the Fallout characters. So I figured I'd make one of these guys black. And I think I'm going to make this guy because he's got, like, I don't know, I kind of want to I want him to have long hair. So that's what we're going to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with Topaz. Well, actually, no. I'm going to start with Onyx Skin as our base. And then we're going to build into Topaz to bring out a little bit of a lighter, fleshier tone to give us some highlights.
Here, position yourself for painting, and we can get the focus dialed in.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm gonna scoot that, I think, there.
That is very close.
There we go.
No, that's better.
Okay, cool.
So hold it, and we'll figure here.
Yeah, let me get him
so you can see the screen.
Yes. Okay, so there I am. Yeah, that feels good. Okay, so
move the camera towards you a bit. There we go. Too much.
There we go. How's that?
Good. Dial in that focus, please.
All right.
Other way. There we go.
Okay, perfect. Good. Yeah, I think that'll be great. So I'm gonna set him there just so that we don't move too much. I'm gonna set my other guys there and get some of the paint onto my palette. Hello, Gordon. Hello, Havman. Welcome to the stream. To the rest of you who are just lurking and hanging about, welcome as well to you. Lovely to have you all here. Anybody have any fun projects that they're working on right now? Obviously, I've got my Blood Bowl team that I'm working on. My first match is going to be the second to last or last week of September. So it's coming up. It's coming up very soon. Less than a month away.
I'm trying to get my team ready. I'm sorry.
No, you're doing great. I need to get my team ready. This is only 4 of the ghouls. So how many it is? Is it 12? I think
it's 12.
I think it's 12. Yeah, I think, oh, here, actually I have the box right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Mine's 12.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, mine's 14, because I have, let's see, I've got...
It's because I'm wearing black. It's because I'm wearing black orcs. So
that's right. You have fewer. Yeah, because you have fewer like dudes. Yeah, because I think I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's like many ghouls, which are just my basic linemen, and then I have like 4 because I have 2 blitzers, 2 runners, 2 throwers, and I think that's what I have. But you have a star player, which I do not.
But I'm not gonna be able to run that when we play.
That's true.
I just painted them for fun.
Well, okay, fair enough. He looks rad. Here, you guys want to see him? The base isn't done on him yet, but...
Yeah, no, I can't run him to begin. He's like 280,000 gold.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I think he's kind of expensive to bring in. Does he look good? I think...
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Oh, I really like the way that you painted him up. Since he's a black orc, Chaos Cultist went with Militarum Green, which I think is perfect. I actually think it works really, really well. And then on his little gobbos, who are some of my favorites. I love the little goblin characters. Their heads are huge. This is my favorite gobbo guy, because he's got his little, like,
beak. Mine's the one with the shirt on.
Oh, with the little... Yeah, no, that is a good one. I'll show that one, too. But this is my personal favorite, because he's got his little, like, chompy beak. But just look how cute that is. And he used the auric flesh on these guys, which is great. It's that lighter, newer contrast color tone. But then he put a nice wash over it, which I think did some really great things. I'm probably going to steal that on some of my orcs in the future. The one that he likes the most is this little fella with the shirt on. Because it's got the little skull. I love how giant their heads are. They're definitely taking after the Pathfinder goblins, I feel like, a little bit. In regards to just having, like, oversized heads and, like, looking still sinister, but also adorable. Alex, all your hobby stuff is still painted, or still packed up. And it's on its way back to New Zealand from Australia. Oh, are you moving from Australia to New Zealand then? Nice. That's kind of exciting. Well, hopefully you get it unpacked soon and you can get back to working on things. Okay.
Isn't moving from Australia to New Zealand like moving from New York to Long Island?
I mean, probably not exactly. I feel like you get slightly...
My American sense of how far away New Zealand and Australia are from each other is like, yeah, aren't they like 2 hours or something?
Yeah, you just throw a stone and they're ponds.
And they got like a bridge or something.
Yeah, there's
right?
definitely no. I think it's a little further than that. Oh. I think it's quite a bit further than that.
They can build a tunnel. I don't know.
I don't think. No, I don't. It's not like the channel. They don't have a channel from Australia to New Zealand.
Why the fuck not? They can put the sheep in there.
Because I don't think it works that way. They're not that
close. They
close.
can transport the sheep from New Zealand to Australia.
Sir, I don't. It doesn't. No, it doesn't work like that.
That's everything I know about Oceania, right there.
Amazing.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god. I apologize
I
for whatever he's on. I'm not actually sure what, but like...
You buy it.
Oh shit. Okay, that's fair. It's not, I didn't even think you had any.
What, sheep?
Yeah.
Well, of course I don't have any sheep. I don't have any land to raise them on.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I was worried that you had like bought sheep or something.
Why the fuck would you think I bought sheep?
You were confusing me.
You're confusing me right now. I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. Everything's fine.
Alright.
Everything's fine. All right. Oh, this I really like how this is immediately working. Also, he's gonna look so handsome. A little bit. All right, how are you guys doing? DACA, of course, Jose. Well, not now. Sorry, I switched over to the vampires, but previously, yes, we were looking at some DACA. Well, I guess they don't really have any guns. They're more of Crumpin.
Yep.
Is that's like the melee, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Good Crumpin.
They're more of a good. They're more of looking for a good Crumpin, which I don't blame them. All right, we need more water on our brush. This is like it was not.
Hello, chat.
It was not flowing. S, welcome. Hello, hello. I like how you got called Chaos Cutie.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You've never called me Chaos Cutie.
What do you think CC stands for? What?
Crowd control.
Crowd control? No. Well, that's only if we're at cons. Just kidding. That actually has not been ever a problem. I'm not that famous. And we're gonna keep it that way. Okay, let's get this finger. His little clawed hand. It's a little bit of a pain to paint, but we got it. We got it. Still looks good for you guys. Good, good, good. I love that a lot of these lads actually have band-aids on. Because I don't know if that is meant to be implying that they're just getting injured while practicing, or if those are boo-boos from where their vampire lords have bit them. But none of them seem to be on their neck, it's all on their arms, so... It still makes me think that it could just be where they're being bitten, because, you know, they could just be like, hello, my lord, here's my arm, take a chop, and then, you know, they go, and suck on the blood. Hopefully your packing has been going well, Havman. When is your actual move date planned? Do you have like a set point, or are you still in that figuring out process? I will say I am very glad to be done with moving. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Like, being roughly like a month into living in the new space, it's just been so nice to not have to worry about things, to pack, like, any of that stuff, you know? Oh my gosh, I have like one hair that is tickling my face, and it needs to stop, and I can't find it. There we go. I think I got it. Everything's fine now. CC stands for computer captain. He does do all of my tech work, so that is appropriate. It can stand for so many things. Alright, let me just focus real quick on getting a little bit of this flesh tone down in the grooves. There we go. That looks good. I don't think I'm really...
Do you remember to speak up for the microphone?
Of course, sorry. I don't think I'm missing anything on that. I just was fussing with it. Let's load up the paintbrush again a little bit more. Paint felt like it was getting a little dry. Oh, just back from swimming, huh? That sounds fun. Was it at a pool, or was it like beach swimming? Were you like in the ocean? Or a lake? Alright, we're gonna be a little messy in here because we'll do some cleanup. There we go. That's looking good. it from my perspective. I'm gonna bring them off camera for a second just to make sure I get down in the recesses. There we go. That's looking good. Good there. Okay, there we go. Now let's get this hand. Perfect. Was it a show? I always thought Captain Caveman was like a novel series.
No, it was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Oh, was it a Hanna-Barbera cartoon? Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? The book series, Captain Underpants. That was there was like an entire
Yes.
There was like, wasn't there like an entire children's?
Yeah, they did like a movie and such too.
Oh yeah, they did do a movie for it. Wow. Crazy. Wild times. Captain Chaos is a good one. I do like that.
Isn't that Butters?
Is that Butters?
Yeah, isn't that Butters like evil superhero version in
oh yeah, he
South
does.
Park?
He does have like.
I think that's Captain Chaos.
Yeah, you know what? You might be right. Actually, that might be Butters.
What? I can't do a Butters voice. I can't go that high pitch.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right, let's paint this hand. Be careful of not getting anything on the pants. There we go. Looking good. Land swimming expert level. Nice. Pool at the local council. Okay. Okay, that's Butters' evil side. Okay, nice. I honestly had completely forgotten about that. Are you going downstairs?
Yes.
Can you get me a soda?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna sink behind the camera for a second. I need to paint his little fingertips on the underside. And his thumb, but I need to put him at a sort of weird angle. I don't know what this looks like for you. That's what he said. There we go. Perfect. Vampires are coming along. Oh, like, nice. I was literally behind the camera. That's beautiful. Love it. Hello, Mr. J. Welcome to the stream. No, Colin, I completely forgot to. I've been like, we're still setting up the house a little bit, so we've been unpacking still. And I've been so focused on getting this team worked on that I haven't done anything else really. Like this entire weekend, I was talking about it yesterday during the hobby news segment that I've been doing on Mondays, which thank you to everybody that hangs out with me during those. I really enjoy them. It's something that I plan on continuing to do. So if you guys ever if you're missing the news videos that I used to do, we now do them as a live stream and we sort of cover things. And I am open to taking suggestions on what you guys maybe want to see covered.
I'll trade you.
What am I trading you?
The pen. I couldn't find it downstairs.
Oh, it's right here.
Ah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay! Trade made successfully. Woo! All right. He's looking. Oh, hold on. I was about to say beautiful, but I realized that there's a little bit
off camera.
Oh! On this thumb that I missed. I don't know why he was Imperial, but he is. Okay, I really am actually digging how he's looking. Let's get his face. Because I think that's really the last thing that we need to do before we can start doing a little bit of highlighting, bringing some stuff out. So, bartering plus 10, exactly. Well, oh no, I didn't change. I should have changed into my my Vera dress and my what is the trader's cap that I put on so that I can up my barter score.
Perfect. Streaming that later.
Yes, I will be streaming that later. I will be streaming some Fallout. So if you guys are enjoying me playing Fallout New Vegas, that will be over on the gaming channel. Beginning at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. I believe that would be 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes, because it's 3 hour difference right now. I remembered. I looked it up the other day. Literally yesterday, because I had to make sure that I was getting my hours correct for when the stream is going to be happening on Wednesday to cover the watch along for the Nova Open, which should be pretty cool, actually. We're getting some Blood Bowl news, which I'm very hyped about. Very hyped. You should make a team of the vampires from Blade 2. I haven't actually seen Blade 2, so I don't know which vampires those are. You know what? We should make them a team. I haven't watched any of it, and it's constantly recommended to me, though, and I really should watch it, is the, what's that comedy vampire series? Something Midnight, or... Do you remember which one I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh,
about.
God, Gwendolyn constantly, recommended it to me.
What We Do in the Dark?
That's about vampires, right?
I think so.
Okay, I think, What We Do in the Dark. Underworld is fantastic, and yes, I completely agree, a team based all around. But the problem is these, I guess these could be the Underworld characters from, the prequel movie, where they're all medieval, because they have too poofy of blouses on for them to be the modern ones. They're not in leather enough.
Shout out to the Underworld's franchise. What a thing.
Oh my god, I loved those movies.
I like the first one.
I like the first one.
And the prequel.
The prequel, no. The first one and the prequel are great. Everybody can genuinely consent to that. And then people have mixed feelings about, I think there's 4 total. So I think 2 and 3.
Probably. There's probably somebody made a series about it on Amazon. Probably.
Yes, probably somewhere. I feel there's either 3 or 4 of these movies. I can't remember where the prequel falls. I think it was the last one they did before it died, I think. But there may be one that came after that. I don't remember.
Well, let's see. There was the original.
Hello, Hari.
Then there was the one with the hybrid guy. And then there was one where, there was definitely 3 in the main timeline, then a 4th one that was, sci-fi futuristic, and a so I think there were 5.
Well, no, because the first one was the sci-fi futuristic.
Not what I'm talking about.
Oh, did they go, even more?
Yeah, they go more, Umbrella, Resident Evil.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, okay, so, because the last one I watched was the prequel, where it was actually cool and they were all medieval. Because that's when vampires and werewolves are their greatest.
There's been 6.
There's been 6 Underworld movies? What the hell is the fucking plot at this point? Because I know, it was they're having a kid or whatever that was also a hybrid.
Okay, it's 5. One of them is a bunch of shorts that were done for something.
Oh,
I think
okay.
It's animated.
Okay.
So you had Underworld in 2003, Underworld Evolution in 2006.
Right, which is a shitty sequel where the guy appears and it's stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Third one is Rise of the Lycans. That's the good prequel.
That's the good prequel. Yes, I love Rise of the Lycans.
Underworld Awakening, which is the one where they do the full hybrid war thing and it's stupid.
Oh, okay, that might actually be the last one I saw.
Evolution was them trying to stop the hybrid.
Yes.
The first one was about their love. The second one was trying to save the love, and the third one is the love is now the villain and is trying to kill everyone.
Oh, is that what it was? I
think so. It's been a long time. And then there is a 5th one called Blood Wars that you and I saw in 2016 that is set in Resident Evil future sci-fi Japan goth vampire, where the vampires are now public and all that. Do you remember this?
I vaguely recall.
Fought in parking garages a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was up? Was that just them trying to do Blade?
I was really high and I don't remember anything about it. Okay.
You know, that's fair. I don't really remember any. Did we see that in that one crappy theater?
I thought we saw it at the AMC.
Was it the AMC? Okay, I can't remember. It feels like a lifetime ago. My goodness. All right, let's go ahead. I want to do some blending to bring out some highlights on my vampire here. we'll see how this works. It was a wild time, wasn't it? I bet Kate Beckinsale has a mortgage to pay. Fair enough. Isn't she married to the No, that's the woman who's in Resident Evil.
Yeah, that's W.S. Anderson.
That's right. They're rebooting that, right?
I don't know.
Okay, I heard that Resident Evil
After
at
what
one
they did
point.
to Wesker, I don't care.
Oh my god. Well, that's why I hope they actually redo it all and we just like redo that one movie.
My poor boy.
God, that was such a bad.
My poor boy.
I
massacred my boy.
They did massacre your boy. It's such a disappointing thing because I legitimately enjoyed in a campy, this is stupid sort of way, like all of the other Resident Evil films for how just cheesy and bad they were sometimes, but they clearly were having fun and they clearly cared. Like, obviously the director and what's-her-face who played Alice, like, they cared about that franchise to some degree, mostly because I think it was just making them money, but like, you know what, I'll take that, because they got into it, I feel like. And then the final movie in the series, just like...
I ironically liked the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah, they were good.
I ironically liked them until the one where it was just... It was the last one. I don't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of it was either, but like...
I felt like they were trying to tie it into Village a little bit.
I think they may have.
Because like the stuff with the Umbrella Corp owner's daughter kind of felt like it tied into the daughter in the newest Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
and that's why I thought maybe they were doing it that way.
Oh, you know what? That makes you make a good point about that, and that doesn't make me feel better about it though.
It shouldn't.
It just upsets me more actually, because now I'm like, oh, you ruined it for that tie-in? That's stupid.
Adjust your camera.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me just.
You can always move the camera.
No. Well, that's ridiculous. I am going to. I see that it's.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're good.
Look at his beautiful face. But yeah, it was so upsetting. I'm adjusting a little bit more because I want it to focus on his hand now.
Proud of you.
I think that looks like it's focused on his hand.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll know when I need to get a new prescription when I can no longer tell if I'm focusing or not. I've realized.
Yeah. You ain't wrong.
Oh, do you have all the Steamforged Resident Evil board games? That's awesome. I will admit I was tempted when they first were like talking about them, but I could never really convince myself to buy in on. Honestly,
I was at Gen Con like 15 years ago when they came out with the card game, and it was huge.
Oh, I believe that, yeah. Yeah, I could never convince myself to go in on the IP ones that were based on board or on video games. I just didn't trust it to be good as like a board game. But honestly, like the minis were cool, so it may have been worth it anyways. All right, that looks good. We're focused on the arm at the moment. Get a little bit in here. I'm giving them all the same Band-Aid style because I want it to have that, like, you know, the Band-Aid brand, like, flesh tone? That all is just very generically, like, a white person flesh tone. We're just going to give everybody the same Band-Aids because I did that on him. You can't tell as much, but they are slightly different tones. Here, I'm going to bring them up and I'm going to change the focus to see if you can see the color difference a little bit.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh.
There.
Okay, so you can kind of see that his flesh tone is a little more jaundiced than the peachiness of the raised Band-Aid. It'll be more stark on, obviously, our black vampire here, but
Readjust the camera.
I think it'll look good. Oh yeah, of course.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, also, we need to do a little bit of of highlighting I realized on this arm. There we go. Lovely. Oh my god, I imagine there's so many zombies to paint. That was me with why I've never painted my Zombicide games, is because it was just like, it's too many.
PTSD from your Poxwalker.
Yeah, it was like I painted. I've already been there, done that with zombies. I've painted, and I actually want to paint. I do have a plan for painting a few more Poxwalkers because I have some that are unpainted, and I figured why the heck not. But I have a little bit of a unique scenario that I'm putting them into. They're not actually going to be put on standard bases, which I think will be fun. Hopefully people will be into that. But I painted like 60 of them because I have at least it's more than 60.
Yeah, it's like 64.
It's something like that because like I definitely have 3 20-man squads of Poxwalkers. And then I have, like, extras because of either videos or...
I painted a few. Maybe.
You painted a few / like, some other things. Just, like, we ended up with extra Poxwalkers painted up. But yes. Oh, Hari, I am working on my vampire team for Blood Bowl. We're not doing any assembly today. We're just doing some painting. Although I do have off to the side my... Somua S35, which I've been slowly working on. That's for a different video, though. One that will not be on YouTube. If you get my drift. Alright, let's finish these highlights, because I'm feeling pretty happy, actually, with how he's looking. I need to do a little bit of touch up around his face, and then we're going to put a little bit of a wash in there to help pop his eyes, and then re-highlight them with white, as I've done with all the other guys, which I probably will do off camera to make my life easier. Sorry. Alright, get that. Get a little highlight in there. Alright, let's get a little bit of a wash in on this guy. Should I do Reichlin's? Or should I do Agros? No, I think I'm gonna do Reichlin's. Alright, which I have right here. Haha! Multi-basing is your friend in that case. You should see the amount of skeletons you've painted for Kings of War. Oh my god, I can only imagine. Like, I know some of the armies for Kings of War can get quite dense. And yeah, if you have like a ton of skeletons. I mean, the same thing happened when people used to play Warhammer Fantasy Battles, right? Is like it would just be like a ton of skeletons. Or Tomb Kings, I think, could sometimes have like a ton of skeletons.
What base fillers are for.
Yep. Oh my gosh, base fillers, that's true. Man, some of those were really cool and like clever looking. Hello, Interceptor33. Welcome to the stream. What color are kobolds?
Depends on the kobold.
You're making a king cobalt with a morning star for the left hand. Any ideas? I mean, it really kind of depends on
what
dragon you want them to be tied to. I mean, I've often seen red kobolds because I think they get tied to red dragons a lot, but I think it's really kind of up to you on like where you want to take it. I could see you doing a lot of different things, especially if you're actually like putting a morning star in the left hand. Like you could go some like fun routes with that. So I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? You got any ideas for that? Does anything spring to mind for you? You know, I don't know if I have seen that one yet, Hari. Yeah, I think he means kobolds. You know, like the little lizard guys in D&D. And other fantasy, I think. But are they from D&D originally? Or are they like
They are in first edition Dungeons and Dragons. I believe they were a mythical creature before Gygax.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. I think that looks good. We're gonna wash his hand first. Oh yeah, this is doing what I want. Lovely, lovely.
Yeah, they're a Greek monster.
Oh, they're a Greek monster. Are they actually, like, are they lizard? Are they more lizard-like as the Greek version?
Yeah, so apparently there was a Greek creature called Koboli or Kobolus.
Okay.
But later on they're more depicted in German folklore.
Ah, interesting.
But Greek translated to Rome, Rome translated to
the Germanic tribes.
To the Holy Roman Empire.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I had no idea. We learned something new today. Nice. I'll have to check it out later. Alright. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Let's keep going. Let's do some stuff on his arm. Yeah, we're still in focus. Okay, it's looking good. Now, this is really where I'm hoping we start to see some, like, real pop here. Oh, let's get his other hand real fast, though, before we do the face. So, got that hand. Get this arm. There we go. Okay. Now. Oh, I missed a little part of his neck. Hold on. Before we put the wash on, we should probably make sure that he is actually all painted. There we go. There we go. And it kind of looks like I missed the underside of his nose somehow. Maybe I bumped it and knocked the paint off or something, but okay, that feels better. There we go. Ooh. And get it to focus on his face. I think that's focused on his face.
Yep.
Cool. They're dog based and kobolds ate my baby. I always thought they were sort of like I thought that was kind of the point. Is that aren't they like sort of lizard doggos? That's what I thought they were. Like I thought that was the whole idea of the kobold was that they kind of were little lizard doggo on their that walked around like humanoids. Which honestly makes me like them more. I don't know. I've only painted one kobold. It was a winged one because it was for like a D&D thing that I was doing, and I painted it red. So that's what I did. You can really, I think you can really kind of paint it however you want. Gordon, I feel like this French tank has a little bit more of like. It's so cute and round. Like I wouldn't really like. I guess it is kind of chunky. It is a World War I tank, I believe. Or if it's not, it's like early World War II. I need to double check like when it actually was like most in use. But I feel like I remember seeing it in a documentary that I was watching recently on just like tanks in general, but it really covered a lot of French tanks. And I don't remember now specifically. You can't share links in chat, no. It's fine. I know where your profile is. I can find it. Don't worry. But yeah, I picked it because I just thought it was a really adorable design. As, you know, The classic way that I like to pick things. Do I think it's cute? Yes, I will take it. Alright, that's looking good. We'll adjust that a little bit. There we go. Just pulling a little bit of the wash out of where his eyes are because it's a bit heavy. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll come in and do any highlights that we might need to bring back out because the wash could have settled too much and darkened it all, but I'm feeling pretty good about that. In the meantime, I'm going to flip this guy. Oh, actually, first we need to paint the little bat wing that's in his shoe. That's why he's still upside down. And I need some Black Templar for that because I'm going to have it match his armor. That's Wildwood. That's Black Legion. There it is. Black Templar. Early World War II? Okay, that makes sense. I couldn't remember. Like, I know it was in the... It was either, like, in the transition period or, like, the beginning of World War II. Because I remember they were working on a earlier version, I think, or some other variation at the end of World War I, is what it was, or something like that. The most daunting thing about the tank build is that it's the treads. Although it hopefully won't be too bad because they're supposed to be snapped together. I've never had snapped together treads before on any of my builds, so it'll be the first time. But hopefully it goes without incident. And or they give me spares in case I break one or something, because like I'm terrified to break one. Alright, let's paint this little bat wing. Some of the excess paint. Good. All right. We can flip him now and actually work on his flesh tone. Lovely. Okay. He's good to go. And then really it's going to be like cleaning up their shirts and actually painting those white will be the next step for us. But we're making some good progress. All right, let's get him on the handle. I think for him, I'm going to also just kind of make him a little bit pale because now I've gotten a little bit of variety and we'll just keep alternating. We'll do pale, peachy, and then dark skin. And just keep doing that until we run out of dudes to paint. I think that sounds like a plan. Yes. Do I want to make him the pale guy? Or do I want to just do dark skin again on him? Because I have this guy, he's the peachy, like the variation of him is with the same head as the peachy guy that I did before. But I have this fella, which I kind of want to be blonde. Screw it. I can do what I want. I need Dorado skin. The last vehicle you built was the Enforcer Interceptor. Nice. Oh, that's cool. I love when a vehicle gets magnetized. There's lots of fun things you can do that, like swap out weapons, be able to put dudes into it. It's sick. All right, let's get a little bit of water into our palette. And we'll start painting on what I find to be a rather jaundiced skin tone color. It's very yellow to me. I don't know if it looks super yellow to you guys, but it really looks yellow to me. Alright, let's see. You know, he actually may have already been primed in this color, because it looks slightly different from the Wraithbone that's on the rest of his outfit, so I may have already pre-done his, like, hands when he was upside down. But I'm just going to go over them one more time to be safe. We're using thin layers, so it can't hurt. Definitely forgot this part of him. There we go. His bicep is now in frame. In focus. You know, I think it might be where the vampires are biting them. On this arm that I'm painting right now, there's like little holes in his arm. And they definitely are distanced, like they could be puncture wounds. So I am definitely inclined to believe that all the little band-aids on their flesh is definitely from their vampire lords just having a quick snack. Nice. That seems like a big vehicle. 6x6 military lorry? Dang. Very cool. His palm. Suppose it doesn't matter if I get it on the shirt. We're going to paint over it white anyways. There we go. That's looking good. Nice. Very cool, Hari. But that was a challenge. Ooh. Let's not forget his arm on this side. A little bit more water. Bam. Alright. I'm gonna flip him this way and readjust. Nope, that's definitely blurry. I think that looks good. Alright, let's go. See all the little band-aids on his arm? Somebody's been having a right time on him. He must have sweet blood. Turns out it's actually all just mosquito bites. And none of the vampires have been drinking any of them. That's not true. Alright, that seems correct. There's a little bit of flesh poking through there. Let's get a bit of the flesh tone into this, like, hole here. And probably that one too. Thank you. And then maybe... No, I think it's just the face now. Okay. Alright, little bugger's face. Try not to get too much on the metallic if we can. Yeah, it's looking great. Looking good. And also not to get too much on the leather of the strap for his helmet. Yes, there. Nice. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, let that dry. His chin needs a smidge more paint. but I think that's good, and I think that's everything. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. We'll come back to our other vampire ghoul and see where he's at. Okay, yeah, so first thing I want to do is I want to use my tiny brush, my teeny tiny brush, and dot his eyes if I can, which you may not get to see, I apologize. Could a mosquito spread vampirism? I mean, it depends on the mythos of the vampirism. In most cases, like, it's an exchanging of blood. Like, they need to drink your blood, but you also need to take from them as well, and that completes the, like, transformation. Actually, in most instances, I think that's how full vampirism ends up coming into be. Because, like, in D&D even, and I'm using Asterion from Baldur's Gate 3 as the example here, he's not a full-fledged vampire. The way that he becomes a full-fledged vampire is if he drinks the blood of the vampire who made him, and partly why he is just a spawn for that vampire, not nearly as strong as him, is because he is only basically, like, half-baked. He's had his blood drank, but not the other way around. And I think in most circumstances, that's generally how it tends to function. Because even in Buffy, I think that's how it works. Isn't that how it works in Buffy?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Holy cow, I've watched so much of it, and now I can't remember, like...
It's been a while.
Like, when Spike was made by Dracula, did they share each other's blood, or...
Yeah, I think so.
I think they did, too.
I think commonly what happens is they'll drain someone dead, put a drop of their blood into their mouth, bury them.
Yeah, that's normally, I think, what happens. Because, like, even... I know in Anne Rice's novels, that's how it worked. Yeah,
and I think that's how they all ended up in Buffy as well.
I think so, too. I think that is how they were in Buffy. Yeah, an exchange of fluids, exactly. Exactly. You gotta... in order for vampirism to fully take hold, and for you to become one of the Walking Dead, those that live in the night, you must exchange fluids with a vampire. Alright, let's get some white paint. Now that we're done talking about our vampire fluids. Alright, little dip of white paint. We're gonna need more in a bit, but I don't want it to dry out too much, and I haven't set up my wet palette yet for my the more frequent usage of acrylic paints that I'm doing nowadays than I am. I still use my contrast paints quite a bit, but I've been mixing and matching the two types a little bit more. Okay, so I'll try to do this on camera, but if you don't get to see it, I apologize. Come on, there we go. Alright, that worked. Now, let me get the other side. Boop, boop. You know what? I can clean that up. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Can you tell that he has eyes? Have I gone? No, that's definitely blurry. I think it's focusing on his face right now. I actually cannot tell.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Look at that. Look at those dotted, beautiful eyes. In Anita Blake, it's more of a ritual, but yeah, it involves exchanging blood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, I feel like it always involves exchanging of blood to become a vampire. Like, you gotta have that vampiric blood running through your veins, and the only way to do that is for them to gift you the blood. I mean, heck, that's even how it works in Vampire the Masquerade, is you have to exchange blood, so... You just get more powerful if you drain them without creating somebody. Like, if you drink another vampire, you can, like, take their, basically, like, age from them, and, like, therefore the strength that goes along with that wisdom and age that you just sucked up. So, make sure you drink your elders. Okay, I'm gonna bring a little bit of highlights back to his face. I think we're mostly there, but I want to do a bit more, so. Now that our wash is settled, so I'm just gonna give a little bit of a highlight to the chin. A little bit on his nose. And then on those cheekbones. It's very high, gaunt cheekbones. And then maybe a little bit on his forehead. Yeah. And then on the fingers a little bit too. Cool. I like that. I think that looks good. All right. He's basically done. Here, let's see. There you go. At least with his flesh tone, I think he's looking pretty good. I'll probably make some assessments later and see if I'm fully happy with it, but I'm feeling happy about it right now. So let's move back over to this fella, because he's ready for his wash. His paint looks like it's dried. I'll bring him into focus in a second. Just shaking up my wash. Gordon, what did you think? What do you think girls were watching Buffy for? We also were watching Buffy for the subtext and the metaphors and the monsters represented. What? I mean, what? I don't, because, like, you're either watching it because you think some of the girls are hotties and you're like, sick, they're slaying monsters, cool. Or you're watching because you think the guys are hotties and you're like, cool, girls are slaying monsters and the guys are like being supportive of that, and or are the monsters, and then they fall in love, and it's like, I feel like there's a lot in Buffy for everybody. All right, let's get our wash out and going, rearing to go. Get us into focus. Lovely. All right, let's start with his face. There you go, bud. Nice heavy wash. Make sure you get your chin. So get your arms here. Good, 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 good. Sarah Michelle Gellar had amazing legs. She also had some fantastic fashion in that show. I ate it up. I loved it. Are you trying to say, Brett, are you trying to say that all girls who watched Buffy were just gay for Willow? I mean, I don't disagree. Because Willow was freaking hot. Especially when she embraced her witchdom with Tara and stuff. But, like... as somebody who watched Buffy, a lot of Buffy, oh dear God. All of Buffy, in fact. Also as an adult. God, there's so many reasons I watched it as a kid. I loved everything about it. I wanted to be a Slayer. I wanted to make out with Spike. Absolutely wanted to stab a goddamn Spike actually through Angel's, like, stupid face. And then also heart, so that he could just die. I did not like Angel at all in the show. He was fine. I didn't mind him so much when he, like, went over to his own thing and then became a lawyer. Or a... No, that was the other... No, he was a doctor.
He kind of became a lawyer.
Yeah, he was kind of a lawyer, right? In the...
Yeah.
What was that show called?
Angel.
Oh, was it just called... That's right, it was just called Angel.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, what was the name of the...
Wolfram and Hart.
Wolfram and Hart. For some reason, I was thinking the show was called Wolfram and Hart for some reason.
No, ma'am.
But no, yeah, the Angel show. A best episode, and like the main one that I've watched from Angel, by the way, is the puppet one.
Of course.
Because it wouldn't. 100% the best episode of that show, by far. And no one can argue with me otherwise.
Yeah, I can. I've actually watched it.
What?
I've watched it. So I can actually, like, argue.
Oh, you can argue... Oh, I see. You can argue that it's not the best episode?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Doesn't Spike get in a puppet, though, too?
Yes.
Or, yeah, that's right. It's so good. See, that's why also it ended up being a fine show, because Spike also was on it. Along with, Jack Harkness. No, that's not his character in Angel, but he was in it. Okay. That looks good. There we go. Let me get that back into play. Oh my god, yes, the musical is a lovely, absolutely wonderful episode of Buffy. I would also argue that I like the Halloween episodes a lot. Like when they get stuck in the costumes. Enjoyed that a lot. One of Willow's greatest pre being a witch or being like into the being sexy as a witch episodes. Anything with young Giles is a good episode. Basically, I really like the episodes that involve Giles, and Giles is like rival / I'm pretty sure they like fucked at some point. Bestie / turned baddie. Yeah. God, it's such a good show. It had its moments of shit. Don't get me wrong. There were some really bad episodes out there, but then there's also like the Mantis episode, which just is completely inaccurate to how praying mantises behave, but I loved it anyways.
What about the Native American one where Xander eats a man?
Oh my god, yes, where he turns into like a coyote?
Yeah, and he eats...
Or no, a hyena. It's a hyena. I love that. Yes, I love... Oh my god, I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer so much. Holy shit. It's such a good show. I miss it so much. My childhood. It's just my whole childhood in a delicious vampire wrapper. There we go. There's some such stupid episodes. Yeah, Frank, that's one of my favorite episodes, because it does, like, it involves, like, my all-time favorite holiday, first of all, because it's Halloween. I loved Willow in it. I loved basically everybody in that episode, and it involves Giles and his bro / frenemy. God, it's just so good. It's just so good. I can't remember how old I was when Buffy was airing, but I was definitely, like, younger.
You know Giles was only 43.
Giles was only 43. God, they made him feel like he was so much like elderly than he actually was. I mean, that does track. Now, is that the character or is that like the actor? Okay.
That's the actor.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that at all. That really, really does not surprise me. But like, yeah, I definitely thought he was older when I was watching it as a kid. And by kid, I mean like preteen, I'm pretty sure. Like, I wanted to go to the Bronze so bad. I did have a place kind of Bronze-like in college, at least. Which was kind of cool. Sadly, there were no vampires there. Alright. We almost forgot his entire...
Reset the camera.
Oh, I will. I'm out of screen right now because I'm getting more paint. Alright, so it turns out I forgot that little bit of his arm with all the band-aids. So let's fix that. Okay, we'll let that dry. And we'll come back to him. Now, how am I feeling about you? I'm just bringing the vampire up. You guys can probably kind of see. I'm just looking at him. You know, honestly, I'm pretty happy. I need to do a little bit of a dab touch-up, I think, under his eye. Where I got a little bit too much of, I think, the white paint. But yeah, other than that, honestly, pretty good. Pretty happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the cleanup on his shirts then. Isn't that the worst when you find out that you're like currently older than the age of a character that you like used to think was old in a show? That's like the worst. I completely understand. Oh yeah, no, I've watched the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. Enjoyed that as well. What's the name? The guy, the second, okay, so not the master in that, but his like...
Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, it's Pee Wee Herman. That's who it is. The vampire in that is like the second to the master or whatever, who ends up getting stabbed, I think, by Buffy in that. And has the really, really long death scene that's really over dramatic. Had no idea when I was watching it like back in the day when I originally saw it, because I wasn't a Pee Wee Herman like fan or anything like that, but that was him. And I learned that like as an adult, I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. Thank you, Kits and Bits. I am really loving the new setup and layout for the hobby space. It's when I originally started the channel, we actually had a sort of similar like setup in regards to the fact that the computers and the hobby desk were all in the same room together. And so a lot of that filming and like energy was all just like in this room. And when we moved previously, we sort of split it up. And I actually found that way less conductive to me actually like getting work done. So I'm really happy to have the new setup where it's like that again. Because like Chaos Cultist and I like to hang out and stuff, but sometimes I'll want to paint and he wants to game or something like that, or vice versa. And so, or like I'll be working on things like for social media or whatever, and he'll be painting or gaming, etc. And so we can all just like be in the same room together, and it's great. I'm really, really happy with it. So it's very nice. Colin, don't worry. I am sure that in comparison to, like... I bet you are just as grown up. I mean, you can't compare yourself as a grown-up to Giles. Because, like... It's Giles, man. Like, he was just such a different kind of adult than any of us. He had to deal with a teenage Slayer. I mean, come on. Actually, two of them. And also
More than that.
the whingiest, it's true, more than that. Also the whingiest other my brain's fried. What is Watcher? Thank you. The other whingy Watcher.
He's good. He gets a lot better.
Oh, he does get so much better. He really does. I actually really like his character arc, but I thought it was really funny when he first came on because I was such a Giles fangirl when I was watching Buffy. Like I loved Giles. He was the best. Thought he was super hot when he was making out with Buffy's mom on the car. That was great. So funny. But oh, it's just so good. But no, I genuinely have always thought Giles was such a badass. And I loved his relationship with Buffy as her watcher as well. I just thought it was like there were some really great moments there. I forgot the point of why I was talking about this now. I think I was just like I was just swooning over Giles is what was happening. Oh, you can't compare yourself to him for that reason is what I was trying to get to. God, everybody in Buffy was just so good too. Like Drusilla, Carmilla. Wow, I didn't realize how much their like names kind of alliterated off of each other. Buffy, Willow, Tara. Tara, like she was my least favorite when I was actively watching as a kid. But honestly, as an adult, I appreciated her a lot more.
What about Angel's sire?
Drusilla?
Nope.
Which one was Angel's sire?
The blonde woman. I can't remember the name of.
Oh, yeah. Because, yeah, Drew made... That's right, because Angel made Drew.
Yes, and Spike.
And... Oh, I thought Drew made Spike.
Did Drew make Spike?
I think Drew made Spike.
Okay.
Did Angel make Spike? I can't
I don't
remember
remember
now.
the lineage now.
Oh my god, I don't remember the lineage. I'm such a bad Buffy fan.
Yep.
No, don't shame me. Yeah, I think Drew made Spike, but yes, Buffy or Angel definitely made Drew. You're right about that because that's partially why she's crazy.
Yep, I remember that.
Because he tortured her beforehand.
Because and Spike was a poet and was shit at it.
Yes, he was a shitty poet.
Didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. My god. Charmed was pretty good too, I'll admit. But I was definitely much more of a Buffy person.
I never saw Charmed.
You never watched Charmed? Charmed was fine. Different vibe. It definitely, like, because Charmed was about, like, the sisters. Like, it was very sisterhood oriented. So I can see how it may not be as strong of a, like, grabber for men, especially, as it would necessarily women. But, like... Yeah, Charmed was pretty good. The women, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't remember any of the actresses' names. They were all hot. Don't get me wrong. But I also think because I was such a, I watched enough Sabrina as a kid and transitioned into Buffy, which just felt like a edgier transition than going into more witchcraft stuff with Charmed. Also because, like, I didn't have, like, the whole sisterhood. Like, I had a sister, so I understood, like, that concept and everything, but, like, I didn't have, like, best female friends who I felt like I could have, like, that kind of sisterhood with. I know they were actually sisters in the show, but, like, it didn't quite click with me in the same way as Buffy did. That is a really good way to start a series. I mean, really, anytime Spike can be making fun of Angel, it's a positive moment in my book. I really did not like Angel at all. I will admit, I really hated how much, like, Angel was unwilling to be a vampire. Like, he was so fracking emo about it. And let me be clear. I read a lot of Anne Rice novels. I've read through Interview with the Vampire. I've watched Interview with the Vampire. I understand that Louis is also a whiny little bitch. I don't like that type of vampire who's gonna be like, oh, I was turned into a vampire and now I've been cursed with immortality. Woe is me. Like, I don't care. Then go, like, off yourself. You're perfectly capable of walking into the sun. Like...
That would be a sin.
What?
That's a sin. Suicide is a sin.
You're a vampire. Who cares?
That's what he wants to be redeemed.
Louis. You stupid boy.
I'm sorry, are you quoting the, like, weird Christian writer woman?
Yes. She wasn't, like...
Who wrote the pedophilia novel?
Yeah.
Even the devil may quote the scripture.
Fair. Yes, I am. God, but yeah, he, like, Louis bothered me, Angel bothered me. I don't like that type of vampire, is basically what I'm trying to get at. Is I don't like the whingy, I loathe my immortality, I loathe the fact that I became this cool, blood-sucking creature. I would much rather have a Lestat, have a Jack, have a Spike, or a Dracula. Like, really, any of those would be superior to Angel or Louis. I'll take Armand. Although that would be a little awkward because I think he's, like, actually supposed to be 18 or younger in that because... Yep. They didn't make it accurate in the movie.
No.
There were that many sisters in Charmed? I didn't realize. I thought there was just, like, the 3 of them, maybe 4. Like, maybe a random 4th. Yeah, never watched much of Charmed. I think the next, like, big supernatural TV series that I got into after, like, being done with Buffy and, like, being away from it for a really long time was actually Supernatural. Because, I mean, it's fucking Supernatural. It was amazing. Up to a point, but... Oh my god, I would love... Hari, are you kidding me? I would love to go visit Castle Dracula in Romania. That would be amazing. One of my actual favorite movies is... I think it's just... Is it called Dracula or Dracula 2000?
No, Dracula 2000 is a different movie.
Okay, I think it's just called Dracula then.
The new Universal one.
No. Okay, that's not the one I'm talking about. So there was...
about Bram Stoker's Dracula?
No, there is... Oh, no, it's... Is it called Vlad the Impaler? Maybe it was just called Vlad... Oh, basically, it is a movie set in Romania, focused on, like, the IRL history of Vlad the Impaler, but told as if he did, in fact, get cursed and become an actual vampire. And it's really good, and then they did, like, a sequel to it?
Oh, I have no idea what
like,
you're talking about this one.
Hold on, I need to look it up now, because I definitely remember this distinctly. And I loved this movie. Yeah, because it's not Dracula 2000.
That's like a cheesy
that's a cheesy movie. What was it called? Was it called Vlad the Impaler? No. Well, actually, maybe is this it? No, that's definitely not it.
This is very compelling.
Oh my god, I'm trying to remember the name of this film. It was really well done. I loved, like, the guy that they got to play Vlad was great. And, like, there was a really tragic scene where I think his, like, wife goes crazy and, like, chucks herself off of the, like, high point of a castle, and he goes mad afterwards, and that's, like, when he starts to, like, fall even more into, like, I think the vampirism, because basically it's like, it is like him falling from grace of God and being cursed.
I mean, it won't give me a year, so.
I can't remember when it came out. That's the problem. I don't remember details, like...
That is not helpful for any of us.
I know! I'm trying, like, I am genuinely trying to remember. I think, like, was it in 2008? Maybe 2008 Dracula film. No.
Is chat just waiting for you to move on?
I don't know. I'm going back into chat. I was on the internet on my phone because I didn't have any other way to look things up. I did not actually. Have I seen the strain? That sounds familiar, but now I can't remember if I have seen it. Stargate SG-1? Yeah, no, Stargate SG-1 also was quite good. I'm more of an Atlantis fan, personally. Atlantis was my, my Stargate of choice.
Boo hiss this woman, boo hiss.
Oh my gosh, what do you mean boo hiss? You're the one who introduced me to it.
Yeah, but I wanted you to get into SG-1 more.
Well, I just didn't like Daniel, okay? He was so whingy.
You're so whingy.
I know I am. That's why it bothered me. He reminded me of me. I don't like people that remind me of me. Oh my god, am I like Angel? I hope not.
I could write the essay.
You could write the essay on how I'm like Angel?
Yeah.
Can I see that? I would actually kind of like, I'm curious.
I mean, it depends how much you're paying me.
Oh, okay.
That would be time intensive, and I don't care to do it, so you gotta pay me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I could, not that I would.
I see, I see. I think I'd be too ashamed, and now I don't think I want that, so it's fine.
Okay.
God, I'm still trying to think of what this freaking Dracula movie was. God, it's bothering me so much that I can't... Like, I think I own it. I think it's in my DVD collection.
I don't know, Angela. I've suggested the ones I know of.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. I'm not like angry at you. I'm just more like speaking to myself aloud because I'm also on camera and need continuing to talk. But I'm like, what was it? What was I doing? What was I? Oh man. It's gonna like come to me like in the middle of the night or something. Like,
or you'll realize it's one that we've all been suggesting to you.
I don't like. I'm trying to see if like I don't think anybody's. Yeah, no one's said the name of it. No one suggests like throwing it out in the in chat or anything. Maybe it's Dracula Untold? That does sound vaguely familiar.
That's from 2014, and...
Yes! No.
Okay, because
well,
you really liked this one when we saw it. And it fits everything you've been saying.
You know what? Maybe it is.
Because
yeah, you know what? You know what? Okay, that cover, I do think... Maybe the cover?
Okay.
Yeah, I think that might actually be it. What does it say? At the turn of the century, young Lord Vlad and his family.
Yeah.
Does he end up with the Turks? Yes, I see that. Okay, yes, then yes, I think that is it. Dracula Untold. I loved that film. Meow. My cat is here. He says...
Yes, it is a Universal Pictures. It is the Universal Pictures one. I told you.
Wait, is it?
It was distributed by them. Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I thought, like, I didn't think it was...
That's why I was like, this is the one I was talking about.
I'm sorry. I didn't...
You know, by Universal.
I didn't realize that it... Well, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, good. We figured it out, everybody.
It's the one I suggested at the beginning. And knew it was the entire time.
Because he knows me quite well.
And I saw the movie with you in 2014 when it came out.
Oh, did we go and see that in theaters together?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I remember we were watching it in... It only came out in 2014.
Yes, that was 10 years ago.
Holy shit, I'm old.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why?
Passage of time.
Damn it. I thought we were working on that.
We are. It takes time.
No! But then it passes!
The grim irony.
Ah! No!
Yes.
See, this is why I want to become a vampire.
So you sound like a sheep?
Yes. No, because then the passage of time doesn't matter. Yeah, Jack. And then I have all the time in the world to do all of the really cool things with you. Yeah. And also paint all of my entire backlog of my miniatures.
Good luck.
Well, if I was a vampire, I would have all the time. I wouldn't need luck. I would just be able to do it. I would have infinite possibilities. Indeed, time is a relative concept, you're right. One that relatively moves way too fast sometimes. Although I am excited to get to Halloween, I will admit.
You can stop. What are you humming?
I was...
That wasn't.
Yeah, I got there eventually.
Oh, was it?
Yep, at the very, very end.
Marilyn Manson would shake their head at you.
Probably. I could travel so quickly as a vampire. It would be near instantaneous. I could also turn into a bat. You wouldn't want to turn into a bat. They're cute. I could fly via echolocation. That'd be kind of cool. I could turn into mist.
I love that game.
No, not the game. The vapor, like water vapor.
Oh.
Actually, I think mist and water vapor are slightly different. I don't know. Whatever, like water mist. Meow.
Didn't you get fed right before the stream?
He did. I don't know why he's in here meowing at you.
He's meowing at you.
Why is he meowing at me?
Because he loves you.
Oh. Oh yeah, that is what happened in Dracula 2000, isn't it? I do remember watching Dracula 2000, but it's been so long, and I think I only saw it once, because it was a thing. And I was not very impressed by it. But that was at, like, my peak loving vampires point. It was around the 2000 period, so I definitely remember watching it. Jack, you're distracting other cats. Stop it. Oh, are you in his lap now? Okay.
Yeah.
He'll be more chill now. He's in Dad's lap. They're gaming together.
Do you see him?
Yes. Oh! He's on CC's shoulder. His cute little white paws are like on his shoulder like this, and his little head's there, and it's you know, cute. I don't think I know what Strange Darling is. What's that one? Is that a recent film or is that something older? The only thing I've seen recently is the Vampire and Wolverine film.
Vampire?
Or sorry, Vampire. Deadpool. Sorry, we're talking about vampires. I'm painting vampires. I'm on vampires. My brain is on vampires and he's red and black. Damn it. I got confused. Deadpool versus Wolverine. I mean, Deadpool could basically be a vampire, right? He probably wouldn't be offended by that.
He's a zombie. He is not a vampire.
Oh, you're right. He is a zombie. You're right. Then maybe he would be offended by it. I don't know. Vampires are cooler. I need water. I need water. I need more water on my brush. Okay, I'm glad I got the proper images in your brain about how Jack looked on Jack's shoulder. Oh, I've spoken his name and now he is moving. Well, he's trying to. He's kind of stuck. Alright, there we go. Need to do a little bit of touch up in there. But make sure we don't get it on the red, please. Thank you, Angela. That makes sense. I think in a lot of modern like fantasy stuff, like full-fledged vampires, especially if they are a little bit more difficult to create, are quite difficult also to kill. Because they just are quite powerful, which is cool. It's one of the reasons I like vampires as like a monster creature in stories, is because you can really, I think, they're very, you still can relate to them because they've got human elements to them. Oftentimes they were once human, so you can have those elements of like relatability in your story to draw in empathy, etc. But then they are still supernatural beings. They're just really good. They're just an optimal supernatural creature, in my opinion. And they're generally depicted as sexy as hell. Who's gonna complain about that? Go. You know, I never watched the Ultraviolet TV series. I don't remember hearing super great things about it.
It was on MTV.
Oh, okay.
It was very edgy.
Very edgy, got
Yeah,
it.
it's worth seeing it for like a study in 90s animation.
Okay. Oh, was it on MTV in the 90s?
Yes.
That's why I didn't see it. I wasn't allowed to watch MTV as a kid.
Yeah, it was like late night MTV at that.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't watching that then. Alright, just very delicately doing the upper portion of the frills on his shirt. Gentle, gentle.
Have you reset your camera in a while?
No, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to bring my friend up to my face. So give me a moment. The camera's going to be off where the miniature was. Just needs to cool off for a moment because of the way our setup is right now. I hadn't thought about that. Thank you. I can keep dabbing away at this guy's dapper shirt. I can only imagine what that must have been like, Hari. No, I don't think I've seen the movie either. I remember, like, hearing about it, but I don't think I ever went and saw it. Clean up there, a little bit of clean up there. And then we need to get on the side of his shirt. Once I finish that, I'll turn the camera back on and we'll get it back on screen. There we go. It's these moments when you're really glad that you have a brush with a fine tip on it that has a nice point when you're having to pull a kind of delicate line. Because my goodness, if I didn't, it would be so much messier and I'd probably be a lot more upset. There we go. Now to just get along this edge, this is the delicate part. Okay, almost done, almost done. Alright, I think it's looking pretty decent. Just touching up any edges where it might be kind of difficult, where it'd be worthless for me to be on screen anyways, because I wouldn't be able to see things before I get this back on. Aren't we all, Tactile Son? Aren't we all? Careful now. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, I think we're doing pretty well. So basically what I did while I was off camera, well, I took care, I don't know if you can, there we go, we might be able to see it from this angle. Basically, like, the little strip that runs between that strap that's on his shoulder and where his hair and neck is, there's a little line of, like, white that needs to be in there from where his shirt is still visible. So we took care of that. We need to do a little bit more on this arm, I think. Yeah, on the back side, right there. So let me get that into focus. Perfect. And we'll get painting. Maybe a little bit more water on that brush. Oh, bumping my camera. Just wanted to shake you around a little bit. They have halfling vampires? That's so cute! Anything like sinister that is also small is pretty great. It's one of the reasons that Lalafels have grown on me in Final Fantasy XIV, and I mildly regret not being one.
You have a potion.
Oh my god, you're right. No, I'm gonna stick as a cat girl though. I feel like it'd be shameful for me to not remain a cat girl. I could become a Lalafell though. No. I forget, what was... When Clyde's voice actor made his Fionn character, was he a bunny? Did he actually do a bunny person?
I don't remember.
Okay, I can't remember now either. I'm like, I feel like he was either the Lapine, a cat person, or he was a Lalafell. I can't remember now which. I think it was a Lapine though. I'm saying that as if I confidently know what they're called, but I don't actually remember if that's what they're called.
No, it's not.
Okay. I think I just remember that word being like the French word for
it's rabbit.
Rabbit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And commonly furries referred to.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yep.
I'm like, I know it from something. My secret furrydom. I'm literally playing a cat girl. Yeah, they have to. They're halflings. They must bite you on the shins. Either that or they, like, throw themselves, like, they just, like, fly at you. Just imagine, like, a little halfling, like, running at you and then, like, leaping forward. But you know, like, when you see, like, puppets being, like, launched onto somebody, like, in movies and stuff, and they're just kind of like a firm, like, shape being thrown at somebody? That's what I imagine halfling vampires doing. Precisely. Well, there's always next year, Haven. Don't worry. They're biting thighs. Oh, that makes more sense. I mean, don't we all just want to do that? Maybe we're all secretly halfling vampires then. Oh my god, I almost got white on my beautiful red colored tone, and I would have been real cross. I mean, I would have been able to fix it, but it would have taken up precious time. I think there's like one divot in the fold of his shirt that didn't get painted white. I think I have now fixed that problem. There we go. Boop, 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 beep. Alright, I think that looks good. I'm gonna take him over here and just inspect him for a moment. I think, let's see, we got a little bit cleanup to do right there. Good, alright. Looks good there. Maybe a tiny bit underneath. There. I think I'm still on camera. Yeah, okay. Just not this camera, but I'm on camera here. Let's see. The underside of the shirt near the belt could use a little bit of refinement. Okay, that looks good. Oh, the under portion of that sleeve did not get painted at all. I don't know if I can show you that, so I'm just going to do it over here. There we go. That feels better. absolutely still do that even with your move. You got plenty of time left in the year. Just want to pick up one mini and try giving it some paint. Totally doable still. You got this, man. Oh, one other thing we need to clean up is on his shoes. He's got these little cute skulls. So let's get those. So to gently glaze some paint over top. That looks pretty decent. And then we gotta do the other side. Yes. Oh my god, they should. Yes, they're bumblebee bats. I would hope so. That's my headcanon. What is like some sort of like really tiny bat species? That's what they turn into. Oh, they turn into sugar gliders. Those aren't bats. Are they? They're not really bats though. Fuck. What are really small like fruit bats? There's like some sort of like super tiny little bat. That's what the halflings turn into. Alright, got the skulls taken care of. Alright, I think his shirt's tidied up. Let's go ahead and hop back over. Oh, yes, you are my friend. This is the guy. Okay, we need to dot his eyes, so we're gonna do that, and then we'll go on to his shirt, because honestly, I'm pretty happy with how his flesh turned out. Oh, I didn't realize bumblebee bats were like an actual thing. That sounds adorable. I need to look that up. I've never heard of a bumblebee bat before. Are they actually like? Are they like tiny? Are they like how big is a? Are they like really? I'm imagining such a small bat, like the tiniest little thing, and it seems illogical in my head. Oh, okay, hold on, I'm looking it up. All right, bumblebee bat. No, that's not how you spell bumble. Bumblebee. No, not the Bumblebee movie. Bat. They're so small. Oh, they're adorable. Look at his little face. Oh my god. Oh, it's so cute. Yes, this is what a halfling vampire turns into. I want to be a halfling vampire and turn into an adorable bat. Oh my god. Games Workshop, give me a vampire halfling squad, please. I'm so excited. I'm really actually quite stoked for the stream tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow evening for the Nova Open, because not only are we going to be able to get to look at some brand new Age of Sigmar models, which I feel like Age of Sigmar has just been kicking the absolute shit out of 40k in regards to figures recently, or like miniatures recently. But that's just because I'm feeling really, really butthurt over the Blood Angels and Inquisition right now when it comes to 40k. So like I'm feeling very biased towards anything that's not Warhammer 40k. But the other thing that they're supposed to be revealing actual physical new miniatures for is Blood Bowl. And as you know, I love the game. So I'm extremely excited for that. I don't know what we would be getting. I know the gnomes, according to chat yesterday during the news segment, were the last ones that come out. So I have no idea what we could be getting. I I don't think it's going to be anything horror themed, although that would be fun for a holiday seasonal release. A werewolf team I think could be really cool. I don't know if they've ever done that, or if, like, I know you get werewolves in the necromantic horror, so I don't think they would do a full, like, I don't feel like there's a place for a new horror team. So I don't know what else they would do.
Something chaos?
Maybe we haven't got chaos in a while. I don't feel like we've gotten, I'm trying to think what else. Dwarves haven't been updated in a while, so like maybe a new dwarf team. May have the pen. Like I genuinely don't know. But I'm very, very excited to find out tomorrow. Like that is legitimately the thing I am looking forward to the most for that stream. Is what are we getting Blood Bowl wise, and when is it coming out? That's what I want to know. Get them bits. They are all fantastic, aren't they? Vampires are all fantastic. Ah, I love it. I am so hyped for Halloween. It's gonna be so good. I also bought fangs recently for when I do my painting tutorial on this team. I'm very, very pumped for being able to do that. All right, focus. Need to dot eyes. I need to dot this poor lad's eyes. All right, taking off screen for a second to make this easier on myself.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
All right, cool. All right, what do you guys think? Pretty decent. I think you can tell that I dotted his eyes. Maybe, who knows? All right, but I'm pretty happy with it, so we're gonna move on. Before we move past all the flesh tones that we've been working on, I do want to get one more flesh color tone out because I've just been using the Barbarian flesh as my Band-Aid flesh tone to go with that classic branded look because I think it's funny, and we need to paint up our other bros Band-Aids for said reason. The first two guys are done, but the ones that we just painted are not, so let's get them all done up. And this is going to stand out really blatantly on this buddy here because it's definitely not going to match his flesh tone, but it should even look pretty stark against this guy too, so we'll start with him. Just going over, and I'm kind of keeping this flat because they're sort of textured a lot of times. So yeah, nice little Band-Aid there. We got another one right there. And then I think there's like a yep, there's a crossed one. Oops. Right here. So really not much of a difference when it comes to this guy's Band-Aids, but we will see a grander difference on this guy. And I hope it kind of looks cheesy. That's what I want it to be very obvious that they've got the Band-Aids on. But I still want them to look like real Band-Aids. Because I thought about doing like fun colors or something for the Band-Aids, maybe even making them red and black like the uniform, but then I was like, nah, I kind of just want them to have like generic Band-Aids. If they didn't have generic ones, I would have made them Hello Kitty. But that just seemed like too much effort for how tiny they are, so I was like, generic it is. There you go, friend. A little Band-Aid. you don't have any other band-aids, right? It's just the one? Yeah, because that arm's clear. Your shirt is... Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just the one. All right. Now we can move back over to this lad and actually work on his shirt. Oh, do you have the undead halfling vampire model? Because isn't he a skeleton? Like, I know that in Blood Bowl there is a undead halfling character, but I don't think he's a vampire specifically. I thought he was a skeleton. Like, isn't he or am I thinking of a dwarf? Maybe he's a dwarf. It came out like 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say. It was a star player. It was definitely for the undead team because I remember he was... Actually, okay, I do think it may have been a dwarf. Because I want to say he was announced shortly after or around the time the necromantic horrors were actually coming out. Because he could run with them, specifically. Okay, bud, let's get to your very poofy shirt. They're looking real nice. And I actually am optimistic that the vampires themselves will go a lot faster because I'm not like varying their flesh tones up as much. I think they're going to end up having a lot more of the red and black on them, honestly, because they have a lot more armor with some of their designs. Keep calling it armor, it's really just a football uniform, but it's armor. I mean, Blood Bowl is a combat sport after all. There's a fiber there. Did I pick it up? Nope. There it is. Did I get it that time? Nope. Oh my gosh, please. Get off of my miniature. There we go, I got it. Everything's chill now. Alright, taking him over here for a second while I go into this divot. Sometimes with the shirts, because they've got these like really dramatic and very beautiful folds on them, but they are large. The paint doesn't want to go into them sometimes until you really just sort of shove the tip in there. And that's what I was dealing with. Alright, there we go. Let's get a little bit of that edge there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, and then, oh, don't forget the underside of his sleeve on this side either, because you did last time, Angela, you did last time. And then it was a problem when you were doing other steps, so let's not forget it this time. Okay, perfect. I love it. There's zombie halflings on eBay. Are they like official ones, or are they like a like off-brand? This game is so silly. But that's what makes it so fun. Whoa! My cat just made a really dramatic meow sound. There. Lovely. Alright, let's be careful getting these creases around the seam and next to the armor panel on his back. There we go. I think that worked out well. Oh my god, yes! A halfling werewolf as the team mascot would be amazing. That would be actually adorable. An undead halfling and hobbit set of 2 miniatures by Duncan Shadow. Okay. That's cool. Nice. It's maybe a little bit more watery than I want. Okay. I really want to get some of the cheerleader squads actually for Blood Bowl. I think that would be really fun down the line. I don't know. Did they ever do cheerleaders for the Necromantic Horrors?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll have to look that up at some point. I imagine it would just end up being like potentially zombies though. Maybe if they do some vampire ones, they can make them all just Dracula's brides, and those can be the cheerleaders. That'd be fun. Because they always keep them on theme, which is always like just the best. It's one of the reasons that I feel like Blood Bowl survives as well as it does as one of their game systems, is because they don't, because it is kind of already a comedy based system, it's hard for them to fuck that up in regards to their designs, because you can just be like, oh well, I mean, it's the comedy game, right? They get to do weird things. Let's see, how long have we been going? We're at 3 o'clock. Okay, cool. I am probably going to take... Can I get back into my stream, please? Thank you. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll actually... When did I start? At 1?
At 1, yeah. You're live again for Fallout in 3 hours.
Okay. I think, actually, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up painting his shirt then, and then we'll go ahead and call it for the day. At least for the painting stream, because I've made some good progress. I'm happy with where I'm at with them. And if I can get his shirt done, that leaves me like 1 or 2 things left to do on them before I can actually start just moving on to the next batch, which will be great. So I feel like that's a good point for us. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this painting stream today. I'm actually going to go ahead and... do you want to go ahead and... I'm going to just turn this off since I don't have a huge amount of like fine detail to show. And I'm just painting the...
That's fine.
Yeah. So we'll just do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It was, as always, an absolute blast. Lovely to catch up with all of you, see what you're up to. And yeah, I hope to see you later this evening when I'll be live over on my gaming channel playing some more Fallout New Vegas. We'll be continuing on with our main story quest stuff. Probably going and talking to the NCR a little bit. I can't remember. I know I decided on something that I was doing last time, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'll have to watch the end of that stream and figure out what it was. Because I remember I clicked on the quest that I wanted to go on to next. It's just in my mind's eye, there are so many quests in there, I don't remember which one I clicked on. But I know I have a specific goal for us to take care of in the stream tonight. So that will be happening at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard, or your regional equivalent, 9 p.m. I think if you're Eastern. And yeah, and then tomorrow we'll be back over here on the main channel with, of course, the Nova Open watch-along party, which will be beginning at 4:30 p.m., I believe. No. Theirs starts at 9 Eastern, so it would be 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. right here, Pacific Standard Time, and or 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or your regional equivalent, for the Nova Open. We'll be starting a half an hour before GW actually goes live on Twitch, so that we can discuss and speculate and look at various things on the Warhammer community site to figure out what exactly is coming to us for Blood Bowl, because I want to know. Ooh! I almost dropped my phone. Everything's fine. But yeah, so that will be tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to be a good week, I think. I'm very excited, and hopefully we'll also be having a studio tour soon. So we'll be looking forward to that as well. Anyways, I have been Angela. This is pretty much done, so I'll go ahead and leave you guys. And I will see you later this evening over on Hobby Night Gaming. Have a wonderful Hobby Night, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye!